I hadn't thought of talking about the odd structure of Sonic's eye in detail since I saw the cover of issue 50 of the IDW comics illustrated by Tyson Hess. This cover is 50 frames of pure awesomeness, and when assembled together, it makes a really cool looped animation. There is one thing about it that caught my attention though. About midway through it around frame 26, Sonic closes one eye and does this little cartoony line to illustrate that his left eye is closed. However, on the same cover at around frame 9, and also later in this animation here, Sonic closes both eyes, but instead of the cartoony line we saw earlier at around frame 26, this one has blue eyelids that close over the actual eyes themselves. When I first saw this, I was perplexed. It wasn't that I didn't like what was happening here, it's just that I couldn't seem to understand it. But as if it couldn't get any stranger, this is something that happened in the series before. Sonic has had different color eyelids, pupils, and it seems as if the manner in which he closes them varies depending on what specifically is happening. So I'm not going to waste any more time in trying to answer this question that has the whole world confused. Does Sonic wink or blink? Stick with me folks, you're going to want to catch everything I've got to say. Firstly, it's important to identify the various different Sonics. Each different Sonic, whether they be classic, boom, modern, or movie, have their own way of blinking and or winking. Each of them have their own varying similarities, like for example, Boom Sonic and Modern Sonic seem to mostly close their eyes in a similar way. Both have blue eyelids or one blue eyelid that functions in a similar manner. However, Classic Sonic is made different in which he oftentimes has a more cartoonish way of closing his eye, or eyes, utilizing that line we talked about earlier, that little cartoony little strip there. With that in mind, Classic Sonic also has a blue eyelid as well, and uses them in conjunction with the little cartoony line. Recently, as I mentioned earlier, Modern Sonic has utilized this style of closing his eye more often. He had it many years ago around the time Sonic Adventure was released, but it didn't seem like it was going to be a staple for this character. There is a common theme that I noticed regarding the usage of this cartoony line, or the old-fashioned eyelid, and that was the sheer fact that in gameplay, whether it be 3D or 2D, a blue or tan eyelid would be used. This same thing also applied for cutscenes as well, but in the 2D art of the series, you would not be hard pressed to find cartoony lines used to indicate a blink or wink of the eyes. Again, this is only an occurrence for Classic and Modern Sonic. It seems as if they can perform both versions of closing eyes, and from what I can gather, Boom Sonic is limited to just the blue eyelid. Movie Sonic, on the other hand, is actually a completely different situation. One of the main things that separates this design from the ones I mentioned previously is that the eyes are visibly disconnected, so Movie Sonic can clearly wink and blink without any debate. Moving on, I would like to discuss another difference I noticed between the cartoony wink and the traditional eyelid, and that would be that it is very rare you will see Sonic use the cartoony wink where both pupils belong. I say it's rare because it has happened before, but oftentimes it's just one pupil being covered with an eyelid or both pupils. Then of course it's important to address the odd phenomenon where Sonic has different color eyelids. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes tan. Modern Sonic is known for the blue eyes, and most of the time Classic is known for the tan. Although there are some strange occurrences where you may see Modern with tan and Classic with blue. Crazy stuff, I know. Fortunately, it doesn't play a huge role in answering our key question, but while I'm already semi-off topic, I figured now would be a good time to explain what this thing is. The thing above Sonic's eye. Now, the function of this, no matter what Sonic design is being used, is actually very similar to an eyebrow, in which it pretty much can carry a heavy load on Sonic's expressions, and in my opinion, it should. So you see, there are moments where the eyelids are used to express emotion in certain scenes, where in all honesty, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know I'm talking about an anthropomorphic blue hedgehog, and nothing makes sense here, but stick with me. There are certain ways this character is supposed to be similar to the ways in which a human is supposed to operate, hence the word anthropomorphic. That in mind, Sonic could be a lot more emotive if his design relied a lot more on the use of the brow in conjunction with the eyelid. All in all, it makes the character make a bit more sense and easier to look at. But anyway, after that in-depth analysis, I think it'd be crucial to see if we can find some definitive evidence to answer our burning question. What do some of the Sonic the Hedgehog creators have to say about this topic? Does Sonic wink or blink? Well, back in 2017, Game Informer had an interview with both Hoshino and Takashi Iizuka. The two of them were asked, does Sonic have one eye with two pupils in it? What's going on with his eyes? And Iizuka replied by saying that he, Sonic, does have two separate eyeballs. It may look like they're connected, but they are two separate eyeballs. So, using that information, it seems like with Sonic having two separate eyes, he would be capable of doing both winking and blinking. But how does this work? Well, I do have a theory. I believe that Sonic's eyes are separated by a very thin line of fur or quills that is near impossible to see unless you get really, really close to him. Hopefully this little video about Sonic's eyes helped you understand how he functions as a character better, and hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on this video as a whole. Definitely not something I ever would have thought I'd be making, but the idea kept striking me as something I should do. If you want more videos like these, let me know down below. And also while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. I would really appreciate it. Also while you're at it, don't forget to turn on the post notifications bell. That way you never miss an upload from me. You do not want to miss what I have to say. Anyway, now's a good time to shout out my legendary channel members. Thank you all again so much for your support in creating the best possible content that I can create. Videos like these would not be possible without you. Y'all are truly the best. I wake up every morning praising the Lord for y'all awesome people. Thank you again so very much. If you're interested in becoming a member of my channel, there will be a link in the description down below. But if you want to support me through other means, I have a merch store, and you guys can check out some sweet, awesome Sonicsta swag there if you want to continue to support me. Anyway, thank you all again so much for watching. This is Sonicsta signing out. Have a super blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?